Oink, oink, oink. It's Pig Nuts, week 4, coming to you live from Pigpen. It is Piggy himself, and I've been rolling in tons of mud. A little hungover from yesterday, a lot of college football, a lot of drinks, but we're here and we're ready to roll. Let's start it off. First of all, Mazel Tov to Kaufman. Very big bummer that I was not able to make it, but it looked like a wonderful wedding. Very happy for you guys. Very jealous that I was not there. Um, like I said, great college football yesterday, day and night. We had Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss beating LSU, even though that LSU linebacker is banging his daughter. So good for Lane Kiffin, good for Ole Miss. Oregon beat Penn State, showing that James Franklin is a fraud and never wins the big game. Alabama beat Georgia, so that's good for FSU, even though FSU lost to Virginia on Friday, which is not good. For the UM game coming up, very worrisome. Defense looked horrible. Not as confident in that as I was before. Also think we're going to lose game day because of that, which is a big bummer. Corso's coming back, and I thought we were going to get game day. Good 7:30 time slot. Night game, still going to be electric. If they beat the Canes, then everything is fine, but a little worried about that. Dolphins Jets Monday night at 7 p.m. Love that time slot. I do think we get our first win of the year. Hopeful Justin Fields is back, which is good for us. I think Tyrod Taylor's better anyway. Darren Waller making his return. Let's see what that's about. We also had our baby shower yesterday. Piggy baby shower in Tallahassee. So that's exciting. I was not invited because it was for females only, but it looked like they had a good time. My mom and my sister and Robin and a bunch of her friends were there, and it seemed good. I showed up at the end. People seemed happy. She is in month 7 of pregnancy, 3rd trimester, so it's exciting. Pig Dad coming very soon. Who's back? Argentina's back. Argentina. Trump cutting a check for $20 billion with a B to Argentinian president and his boy Javier Milei to bail out his shit plan he had for his country. Not very America first, if you ask me. Of course, Milei and him are super tight. He's the Argentinian Trump. He completely screwed up the country. This comes after the Trump administration dismantled the U.S. Agency for International Development of USAID, or the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, which of course was a big deal when they got rid of it, because that's like what we our bank that we like give to other countries to help them. And he said, no, I only want to help the people that I like. So Argentina is getting $20 billion, which people are not thrilled about, including the farmers and a bunch of other people. Who else is back? All of the federal workers Elon Musk fired. All of the workers are coming back because they realize the federal government is failing completely because there's no one working there, because Doge, which was a huge mistake and failure, fired everyone. And they didn't actually save any money. They screwed everything up, and now all the federal workers are coming back. So they're back. Amelia Earhart's back. Amelia Earhart. Trump to declassify secret files on Amelia Earhart's disappearance. She vanished over the Pacific Ocean in 1937 during her attempt to become the first woman to fly around the world. Her body and wreckage were never found. There's a ton of conspiracy theories on this about that she got captured by the Japanese, or she just is on some other island and people have seen her, and no one knows what happened. Also, by reading into this story, pretty screwed up. I thought she was all alone in this plane. There was a guy, Fred Noonan, who was the navigator, who was with her, like giving her directions or whatever, being her GPS and compass and stuff. And no one ever talks about Fred Noonan. Justice for Fred Noonan. R.I.P. Fred Noonan. He deserves respect. So Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan files are being released. Jimmy Kimmel's back. After the FCC and Trump tried to kill him, he's back. Even Nexstar and Sinclair bended the knee. He gave a very nice monologue. It's very late at night to stay up. I stayed up till 11:30 to listen to a few minutes. Sounded good. Happy he's back. Who's dead? All the FBI agents who kneeled in 2020 for George Floyd, they're dead. They are fired. Weird time, of course. COVID, George Floyd. People were doing a lot of stuff. We had Nancy Pelosi and whatever his name, like wearing the African garb and kneeling, and I guess some FBI agents did that too, and they got fired, so they're dead. Everyone who thought they were getting raptured last Tuesday. Is dead. There was a South African pastor, Joshua Malekela, who said he had a vision Jesus would return during Rosh Hashanah, or the Festival of Trumpets or something like that, between September 22nd and the 24th. This blew up on TikTok. I don't know how big you guys are on TikTok, but it was big. And people were selling their cars and quitting their jobs. I don't know why you need to sell your car and make money if you think you're getting raptured. I don't know what money does for you once you get raptured, but whatever. They're selling their cars, they're quitting their jobs, they're divorcing their wives, they're telling their kids how they really feel, and then they don't get raptured, and now they're sitting there with broken families and no jobs and no cars. So bummer for them, they're dead. Domestic terrorists are dead. Trump is ordering the Gestapo to Portland to deal with domestic terrorism. This is one of his liberal cities that he's ordering the National Guard to like stomp out some libs. So domestic terrorism in Portland, that's dead. James Comey and other Trump enemies, they're dead. Ex-FBI director indicted for making a false statement to Congress and obstruction of a criminal proceeding. Of course, he was the head of the Russian interference in 2016 election probe. And of course, Trump said the investigation was a hoax and a witch hunt. So of course, that's not Trump's boy. I've said of course too many times, so I'm going to stop saying of course, of course. But yeah, James Comey is dead. This is after last week when he had to fire one of the district attorneys because he said that he was too liberal, and he put somebody else in, and he's been telling Pam Bondi on Trump, whatever, Truth Social or whatever, that you need to kill these people, and retribution is mine, and I need vindication and justice and whatever. So James Comey, he's screwed. All those other people that talked trash about him before, they're gunning for you too. Who's not back but not dead? People with broken bones. People with broken bones are not back but not dead. Those crafty Chinese are back with a bone glue. It fixes fractures in 3 minutes. No surgery needed. It's called Bone O2. And it's inspired by oysters, how they cling to underwater surfaces despite waves and moisture. So good for the Chinese. They're back. Those guys are geniuses. Good for them. Gay marriage is not back but not dead. Samuel L. Jackson from Django Unchained, or I mean Justice Thomas, came from the cloud saying the Supreme Court should take a more critical approach to settled case precedent. And it's not the gospel, which is not good for any liberal cases that have been settled in the past, whether that's Brown v. Board of Education, or gay marriage, or trans rights. All of those things, Justice Thomas says, wait 1 second, not so fast. Let's go back and look at them, and let's make things more conservative. He's the worst. Conspiracies are not back but not dead. We've had 2 shootings in the past week or so. Charlie Kirk, of course, RIP, and this ICE shooting in Dallas at an ICE facility. And the one thing both of those have in common is there's been writing on the bullets. I'm not buying it. I know I've been way too deep on conspiracy Twitter, which I'll get to in a second. But the bullets, first of all, they said the bullets in the Charlie Kirk thing had trans messaging on them, even though TRN is the company that makes the bullets. Whatever. And then on this one, a guy wrote in pen, anti-ICE, even though he ended up shooting 3 ICE detainees, not any of the officers, and he shot himself. I am not buying the writing on the bullets. You can call me a conspiracy theorist, whatever. Another thing along with the conspiracy Twitter, of course, I posted this in the group, but Melissa Redpill from Freedom Force, who I guess I follow now, or is just a part of my algorithm because I've gone too deep, she posted, I have no evidence to believe this is true, but it would be wonderful. The age is so close. Of course, JonBenet Ramsey, who was that kid that went missing a long time ago, and everyone says that her parents killed her, but they've never been charged. But weird case. Was born on August 6, 1990. As of September 26, 2025, she would be 35 years old, about the same age as Erica Kirk. And then she posts this really weird gif of JonBenet Ramsey turning into Erica Kirk. Do I believe that? No, but that's my algorithm now. Lastly, we have who's not back but not dead? People without friends. People without friends are not back but not dead because there's a new AI startup, Friend. And they're spending a ton of money on ads in the New York subway, and people are all upset. It's basically like Life Alert. You know, the old people wear that thing on their chest, and you press it, and help, I fell and I can't get up, and then someone comes and gets you. It's this thing you wear, which if you see someone wearing this, you know that they're a huge loser, and they have AI friends, but it's only $129, so not too bad. But people are saying it's constant surveillance, and they're basically just taking all of your stuff and selling it, and it's listening to you at all times, and you have to sign off on a bunch of boxes that you won't sue them, and you won't do this, and you won't do that, and other thing that's not good about it. The owner and founder is Avi Schiffman, who of course is a Jew. People are saying it's Mossad or Israel altogether, so people don't like it. Not great. Item of the week. Speaking of Jews, we have, this is a must-have for the high holidays. Of course, we have Yom Kippur coming up, and you need the Charlie Kirk Memorial Kippah. It's only $49.99, and you will be the coolest person in Temple. So you got to get that. Show of the week, Black Rabbit on Netflix. Jude Law and Jason Bateman. I don't want to give away too much, but it's an exciting show. It's kind of a drama, crime, thriller-ish show. 2 brothers, they own a bar, and then a bunch of shenanigans happens. back and forth. They're both two pretty big screw ups. Good show, worth watching. Bets of the week. Bets of the week. I don't have too much written down on that. Give me the Ravens Chiefs under 48.5. I think that is going to be a little bit more of a defensive battle. Packers Cowboys. Give me Packers -6.5 at the Cowboys. Cowboys are super banged up. Give me Giants +6.5 at home against the Chargers. They have Jackson Dart starting. I like it. New blood comes in. Shake it up. That's all I have. Week 4 over and out. Enjoy your Sunday.